Sup guys, I'm AUSSIE METALHEAD. I'm doing 150 classic albums by the end of the year. I'm also doing new releases. And it's been quite some time since I've had a bit of 2slimey. I think it would have been more anxiety or something like that. And I feel like that was like fucking 6 months ago. So it's been quite a long time since then. I decently enjoyed 2slimey's stuff. I thought that he had like quite a bit of thought behind his work, because as much as it's like maximalist meme shit, it felt like there was like at least something underneath there, kind of like how Blood has something underneath his music, where when I was when you listen to Rascal 51, it's like, all right, this is chaos, just pure chaos that you've just never heard before, but there's something there, like there's a thought process there. I might not be able to know or pick up on what the fuck that is, but there is something there. I feel like 2slimey kind of had a similar sort of deal. I feel like in this part-time, between this time of like the two projects, he went on like the freshman sort of thing with like Plague Boy Max or whatever, and got clowned on, which I thought was a bit mean. But to be fair, everyone got clowned on there, because for whatever reason everyone was just ridiculing, even though like Slayer won it. He even got like a bunch of hate and stuff like that. So it seems like a bunch of people are looking at the underground stuff with a lot of criticism. But if you know anything about my channel, I started out, I didn't know fucking anything about it, and 2slimey was one of the first artists I listened to because people were requesting it when it came to this sort of area. And I feel like maybe just the fact that I grew up as like a metalhead, and how nu metal and all fucking screamo and all of that was like derided, and now over time I can see that it's getting a lot of love, like Suicide Season being homaged on Rascal 51. You have nu metal acts like Deftones and System of a Down, stuff like that, given a lot of love, the same way that like Black Sabbath was back when I was growing up and stuff like that, because I'm 24, which isn't too old, but for whatever reason it's very old when it comes to this scene. But yeah, all of that sort of stuff, I feel like I'm a bit more open to the idea of this sort of like chaotic music that people just don't seem to understand. And yeah, I'm curious to delve into what 2slimey is doing on this EP. I'm assuming that 2slimey has his own sort of sound, like that he has been doing for the past bit, and he's not going to switch it up too much. Kind of reminds me of like a bit of a Pretty Fun, unlike maybe like a Che, who switches up every like 2 seconds, right? I'm assuming 2slimey is going to stay with the same sort of sound, and I'm curious to see how that progresses, if there's a bit more of you know, a backbone, and maybe turning it a tiny bit more accessible with a bit more melodic parts or whatever, you know. Curious to see how it goes, but considering the fact it's called Total Bass, I'm assuming it's going to just fucking deep dick my ears with bass. So yeah.
This is not pushing the genre. This is not
like
pioneering. This is not doing nothing for the space.
Bass and the Criticism head on is pretty cool.
This is terrible.
I'm sorry to pause already. The vocals are a bit too low. Like the idea of being like shut the fuck up, but like it is so well below the production and the mix to the criticism thing. I don't know, maybe it should have been a bit louder. The production quality is high, like everything sounds pretty clean. Alright, I like this. You know what? As much as people can give shit to 2slimey or anything, I genuinely do believe this, and I don't know if this makes me fucking mentally ill or whatever the fuck, but like, he is like kind of a boundary pusher so hard on this. Like, I have gotten a bit lackadaisical when it comes to listening to more Rage projects, since I've listened to so many of, like, I've done 500 requests this year so far, because I'm going absolute hard on it. And a lot of that is Rage, and a lot of it is just like Asama-san or Che colons and stuff like that, like, or they're doing Playboy Kai stuff. They're like doing slight tweaks to the like trendsetters that initially started the genre, right? But when it comes to 2slimey, this is fresh. Like, there is a chaos amongst it all, but there's such a consistent through line. Like, if you look at like just the song structure and you peel back the layers, it has like quite a decent song structure. It had like, I can't remember, I have ADHD, but there is like typical song structure, and he just adds layers on top of that around it, and it makes it a whole, like, a unique thing. And but it also makes it like easy to listen to in a way. Like, there is still something familiar about the tracks, which I think is an obviously purposeful decision. Now that I've been listening to 2slimey for a decent bit with a lot of his stuff, a lot of this isn't just thoughtless shit. There are artists that you can tell that are just making thoughtless shit, and I think 2slimey just isn't one of them. And then also, he clearly has his own unique take on shit, and I just appreciate the uniqueness of it, even if it's like a bit more abrasive. Now, I don't actually mind the sound, but even if I didn't like the sound and I thought it was shit, at least there is an actual unique quality, like a creativity involved, compared to a lot of like the stagnated sort of sounds that I feel like come out of the underground when you look at like all of the other artists. Yeah. Like the way that like like the way that like it has a high pitched sort of thing, but like it has a musicality to it. There's like at least something there, you know? This feels more serious than his other stuff. That's not bad. Like the rapping, I like this little portion. Like this rapping part is like pretty traditional in compared to like non-underground stuff. Like that was, like it has meat to the track. That was, I also like the hard cutoff. If you haven't watched one of my videos before, I do ratings on the side. This is my first lesson ratings. I listen to these projects multiple times before I post them to my Discord, where you can chat to me about my ratings. I'm also active there. I also post Time of the Year, which is the music rating website that I use. It says 600 written reviews. I've actually done about 1,400 in the past year and a half. These are all my ratings. My average rating is 6 out of 10. I still think that's because of my Patreon, because over on my Patreon you can request albums, and there's about 300 people that are subbed at the moment. They all have the ability to request an album. That means that they're going to request classic albums like Thriller, Michael Jackson, all that sort of stuff. And excuse it, all of the bad albums were basically done before I had Patreon requests, because I was listening to a wide variety of quality, but most people are going to request the best stuff from their artists now. Spiritually, I think I have an average rating of a 5 out of 10 instead of a 5.1, because 5.1 is above average. Did I rap god that? I'm sorry if I slurred that. I'm Australian, so we're going to slur anything. So like the idea that I'm going to rap god and slur it, that might have been unintelligible, but anyway, with all that being said, I think this is genuinely just a decent track, and it might even go to like a 6.5. Like, I think it's just actually kind of pretty decent. Yeah. Oh. Ooh, if he starts incorporating like sample stuff to add like a bit more of like a traditional basis, it could go real hard. Ooh. This sounds like it could be pretty good. Like, it's actually kind of just good. The production quality is just nice. I just recorded well. There's a clear quality to it. I don't know if that's West Side Gun or Cardi. I always thought it was West Side Gun, like the blah 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 blah. The people said that was Cardi did that. I'm now listening to everything Cardi and I don't really hear it, but I haven't done any West Side Gun. I would like to do some. Yeah, this is actually kind of just good. I love the fucking tone of this bass. I like the start and how it used like a bit of like additional trample sort of thing and then came into it. Like for a 1 minute 40 track, that's just kind of bang. I wonder why this is single. Let's see how it goes. This one's less impressive to me, but I like that bass. He has a really nice tone, like quality to the bass. He manipulates bass in a really fucking cool way. Yeah, this is just good. I like it. Like, it's just a unique way of fucking with the bass. It's like that he somehow makes it like the bass is a wave with a bit of like melody in there or some shit. You know, also, here's a massive fucking thing. If you know anything about my channel, if the high peaks of a sound, like the S's or something that's close to that, peaks massively on the microphone and pierces your ears, usually it's like a sign of bad recording. I rate that quite badly. Like, that's just something like you can't fucking do that. Like, your S's can't pop. Like, on microphones, there's P's pop obviously, but like S's can pop real hard, and for whatever reason, it feels like that's something that people just didn't fucking think about. Because like even my favorite band, Bring the Horizon, right? They have that on Sempiternal. It's like that's 2013, and they have good production. Like, they are just known to have good production, but they still have S's peaking. It's like one of the things that like people just, for whatever reason, people know about P's popping and shit like that, but they don't know about the S's peaking as much. With this, they kind of have that, like, they have that sound that would usually peak something. Like, it has the high pitch squeal that if it was peaking, it would fucking rape your ears. But this doesn't do that. And that's just something that I really appreciate. If I go back to here, right? Like I can't do the melody. I don't even know what it is, but like it doesn't pierce your ears, which I think a less good producer, or 80% of the producers in the underground, if they were trying to do this sound, that sound would just peak hardcore. Like this would peak. It doesn't peak. It just cuts off. It still has that abrasive nature to it, but it doesn't ruin your ears. Like yeah, it's just decent shit. Oh, I like these starts that he does, which are a bit more traditional, and then goes into stuff. I think it's a cool thing. I don't remember that being like a commonality in his music prior. I feel like that's like the thing that could like upgrade him in the future. Is to start out like this, have a bit more of a traditional backing. I'm not massive fan of the vocals here, but this is a rather normal track. I think it shows that you can do a normal track. I like it. I think it's another decent track. So far, like, my ratings might be considered like a bit harsh to people, but like, I already find this to be above what? Nat Span Yeet from this year, Gorillaz, Xavier Sobass, Melly Martinez, Lucky, Noah Khan, Doji. Like, this is not bad. This feels like a more polished record from him, which I think is cool. I'm curious to see how like a full album is. It shows signs of like a good polish. Like, this would pierce on so many artists. Like, when if they're making this beat, it would pierce so hard. What the fuck? This is very creative, basic, like, crazy looking shit. Like, this is genuinely more experimental by, like, 7,000% than experimental rap. Like, the way that like, experimental rap is not fucking experimental whatsoever, because it is just fucking industrial electronic sort of shit that everyone has done for the last, like, 20 billion years. Everyone has done that sound, and he did it very poorly the entire way. The mixing was fucking dog shit. His rapping was shit. I hated that fucking album. It's so bad. Just every single thing about it is just, like, pure pretentious, because it's not done well, but people like, oh my god, it's so quirky and so good. It's like, no, like, it's fucking not. This is actually experimental. Like, the way that he's manipulating the fucking bass, the production in general is experimental. Like, and it's annoying. There are so many different, like, abstract artists or, like, experimental hip-hop artists where none of their shit is experimental and none of it is abstract, because everyone has done that. If we go to, like, By Storm is another example of that. Now, I have a lot more respect for that because of the tone of the album, the thing that it's about, but, like, that production is not experimental. It's just not. And the same thing with the new JPEG Mafia, not experimental at all. If I'm being honest, Matt Proxy's new album is actually not that experimental. There are still parts of it that's cool, and it's good because it uses a bit of that, like, normal experimental flair on a traditional normal sound. And that's the reason why that album is really fucking good. But, like, this is actually experimental. It sounds fucking different. There's a reason why people clown on it, because it is different. It's, like, incredibly different. The same way that fucking Blood stuff is incredibly different. If we go, like, Rascal 51 and shit like that, like, that stuff is the actual experimental shit. And I feel like it's weird that this is getting hated upon, and because the same people that would have the pretentious sort of love for a JPEG Mafia album, like experimental rap, should have that love, and more so to something like 2slimey. I like it. I think this is good, fucking good. Like, this is really fucking cool. This is real good. This is a great track. I'm giving it an 8. I think this is a great fucking song. Good shit, dude. That's so fucking good.
Are you even listening right now?
I'm not a massive fan of this one, but it's all good. There's still a quality to it though. But it does kind of sound like fucking Sesame Street shit. Like this sounds like half a Coco Melon. Right. Yeah, I'll give it like a 4. It's like not well, it's not like poorly executed. It's just like, I think creatively, like the decision to make like this like fucking xylophone sort of sound that sounds like it's in a Cocomelon like video, not the best, but like it's produced well. It's just I don't like the direction. But yeah, overall, I would say this is a good fucking project. Like I think it, or a decent project at least. Like we have a great track, we have a good track, and we have 3 very solid, decent tracks, and then 1 bit of dud for an EP of 6 songs. This is good. This is like, I mean, I don't know, I'm impressed and I'm happy, and also it's a great reminder because I haven't listened to 2slimey in a while to be like, oh, this is why and how he's like a unique force when it comes to this sort of scene. Like he does his own fucking shit, and I respect that no matter what. Like if you have your own creative vision and something that no one else can kind of touch upon, like this Pretty Fun kind of has that, Slayer has that as well. I think it shows I don't know, like I just appreciate that individuality. Holy fuck, that was a misspeak. But yeah, individuality, I like that, and I appreciate it, especially when it's done to like the level of quality that this project has done it to. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry if I was monotone this entire time. For whatever reason, the past few days I've just been very, I'm not been as bouncy. If you like came to the channel from when I listened like Slayer and stuff like that for the first time, I don't know if it's just like uni or some fucking shit, but I have been so plain. I don't know why, but I hope that you still enjoyed it. If you want me to listen to any other albums or anything like that, you can request it over on the Patreon, and I massively appreciate all of you. I can't thank you guys enough. 2slimey fans, everything to do with the underground. I fucking love you guys because I wouldn't be here where I am today without you. And that is just, that's 100%. Like I have like a part-time job in this now, and I just wouldn't have that if that wasn't for you guys. And I'm trying to do my absolute best to get back to you as much as I humanly possibly can. So yeah, that's why I've done about 400 videos in 6 months. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I absolutely love you. Peace.